What's up, Team True Blue? How you guys doing today? We are live for our weekly Team True Blue call and update. Excited. Let's get some people jumping on in here. Give you guys a couple seconds to jump on. It's 11 o'clock here in Covington, Louisiana, and it's time to roll. Hope you guys are good, man. I tell you what, I'm trying to figure out if this cold season's ever going to end. We actually had a little fire last night. We boiled some crawfish. And what's up, Jeff? Hey, Tracy. And I'm like, man, this might be our last winter, our fire. But I said that about 2 weeks ago. And they just keep on getting colder and colder and colder. But it's all good. Hopefully you guys are fired up with all the exciting things going on in your life and in your business. What's up, Graham? Good to see you. What's up, Saroli? Good to see you. Bryce, what's up, buddy? I know you're cold. I know you're ready for the winter to stop up there in Canada. Hey, Ed, how's it going? Well, look, man, it's an honor to jump on with you guys today. I'm filling in for Brandon Lynette. They're obviously in Spain, and we saw all the pictures. It's pretty exciting. I'm a little envious of those guys getting to be a part of the launch of Spain. It's exciting, man. There's a lot of people there. That was a pretty big launch. I'm excited and eager to get the information of how many people were there. What's up, Jill? Hey, Betty. Hey, Adam. You guys doing? But I saw the pictures and I'm like, wow, this thing's going. And it got me a little bit of FOMO. I got to be honest with you, a little bit of FOMO. I'm like, man, I've got to get some people in Spain. Maybe I'm going to go over there and stay a couple weeks to get things rolling. Who knows? But we've got that option. Hey, Tanya, how you doing? Well, look, guys, I want to talk to you guys today about what you're doing daily from a consistent standpoint of building your business. Obviously, every single one of you guys, if you guys don't know who I am, my name's Fred Graves. I've been a part of LifeVantage now since November of 2009, and it's been absolutely life-changing. And if you're new to the team, welcome to our team. And if you've been here for a while, you know why you're here, right? I ain't gotta tell you nothing. You know. What's up, Iris? But I just want to kind of share with you a little bit of our story, a little bit of our journey, and some things that we've done to help create a lot of success in our business. I'm a Pro 9, my wife's a Pro 8, and this is our first time in the industry. And I tell you, man, it's been absolutely life-changing for a lot of different reasons. I can be honest with you, when I saw this opportunity 9.5 years ago, I definitely said yes to this opportunity from a benefit of Fred Graves, from an opportunity standpoint of how can I get back on my feet, from an opportunity of, man, this is my shot. Facebook didn't call me, Uber didn't call me, none of these multi-billion-dollar movements called me, but LifeVantage, with the most powerful product message in the world, called me, and I had a shot. And hopefully you guys view that. And I say that with almost every training and every opportunity, and I'm going to continue to say it because I'm hopefully, leading to you some of the excitement of my vision of why I did say yes, and honestly how big this really is. But I can tell you, 9.5 years in, I had no idea how many lives I was going to change. I had no idea how many lives I was going to change from a health standpoint, from a financial standpoint, from giving people hope. I didn't realize how many people didn't have hope in life. Because they were doing exactly what they were told to do. They were doing the daily grind of going to work, providing for their family, and doing it again. I didn't realize that there was a lot of people searching for more. And I want you guys to realize that when you're going out and building your business and talking to people about this opportunity, how many lives that you're going to impact, how many people you're giving hope, how many people are on their hands and knees praying for a change, praying for something more, and you're the phone call that they've been waiting for. Maybe they don't know it. Maybe they don't see it when you call. Maybe they don't identify and understand that that's the phone call they've been searching for, but it is. Because there's one thing I've realized in the last 9.5 years, that everyone in this world wants more. They want better health. They want more financial benefit. They want the wealth. And I don't really give a crap what they say, if they've got a good job or not. Everybody wants more. And it's not because they're greedy and they need material things, but at the end of the day, they want more to do more with. And I know for a fact, it's kind of funny, the people that are out there saying, life's good, I love my job, I'm good financially. I promise you, if a couple $1 million showed up at their bank account on Monday, they probably wouldn't go to work, right? I mean, I don't know anybody that would probably go to work if they're making 20, 25 bucks an hour, 30 bucks an hour, 50 bucks an hour, and 2 million bucks showed up. So that just kind of tells me, okay, well, even though they don't identify that they would like more for their life, they would, right? It's just one of those things. So I'm telling you these things because this is what I do mentally. This is what I do mentally before I go into a conversation with someone. I want you to get there mentally before you have a conversation with people, right? Know that they are needing the service of a product. They need what we have to offer. And it helps me with the conversation. It helps me with the conversation to not be a salesman. I know sometimes when you get involved with this business, for me, it was hard because I felt like, you know, the three-way call was a closer and I didn't want to sell my friends. Man, I'm telling you what, there's a lot of things in this business as a new distributor that you're going to be taught and told how to do, and you may not understand, but I'm telling you, if people have what you want in life, don't not only do what they've done, but listen to what they say, right? And so when we talk about the systems of how to build your business, there's a reason why that system's in place. And these are some of the key elements of why it's so important to create that true financial freedom for your business, right? So I can tell you what, these are things that I do. Why? Because I have every fear that you have. I have the fear of rejection. I have the fear of what people think. I have the fear of what if I fail? What if I go spend time and effort into this? What if I leave my families to go to Lead Academy? What if I invite people to an opportunity meeting and no one shows up? Failure doesn't feel good. But when you have the opportunity to create a life that you want to live, what you've got to do is you got to figure out what's worth it for you, right? You've got to use the law of the rubber band that John Maxwell talks about and stretch daily. Because one of the first steps that we all teach when you get involved is, why did you say yes? What is your why? And you won't realize till later in life, when you have a large organization and you're creating millions of dollars of revenue in this, the importance of those simple steps of the system that we talk about all the time. You're probably tired of us talking about the why. You're probably tired of us talking about the system. You're probably tired of talking about it, or hearing about it. But guess what? You're never going to hear us stop talking about it because it's that important. You know, one of the things that I always go back to in this business when I got started is I always wanted to know the golden nugget. I always wanted to know what that guy did to get to where he's at. And it was so frustrating to me when they always responded with the same thing. You stick to the system, stay plugged in, never miss a corporate event. And I'm like, you know, there's just got to be more. There's got to be more to that. There's no way that that's it. And when you hear us rebuttal the same thing, we now understand it really is that basic. Yes, there's different levels and principles to the system, but you got to stick to it, right? It's frustrating to stay plugged in sometimes because you hear the same people. You guys hear me joke all the time. You know, starting this business, I would go to presentation like, why am I here? You know, all my guests didn't show up, and I've heard Brandon's presentation 100 times. I know all of his not funny jokes that he says every time he presents. Why am I going? But the reason that I kept going is because the guys that had what I wanted told me to keep going, right? So I really didn't understand why I was doing it. I didn't think it was smart. It didn't even make logical sense to me to go to a presentation and my guests weren't showing up. But I always deferred back to, that guy has something I want and I have to listen to him. So hopefully you guys, when you're hearing the repetitive training that you get from all of the leadership in this industry, from the top level leadership of this company to your leaders here at LifeVantage or Team True Blue, there's a reason why it's repetitive and you continue to go. But what I want to talk to you guys about is stretching, and not just stretching to identify your why, because I feel like every one of you can stretch a little bit more to really identify why you're here. There is a reason why you said yes. And I'm going to go on a limb and say half of you haven't truly identified what that is, right? You want more. There's an emotion in you that drove you to say yes, but I want to stretch you to expand on that why. I want you to stretch your comfort zone to really identify why you want more time with your family. What are you going to do if you have more time with your family? And I'll be honest with you, one of the main reasons why it's so uncomfortable to stretch to really identify your why is it's emotional. It hurts. Majority of the time, what's driving you is an inner pain that hurts to think about it. It hurts to go there, whatever it may be. If it's time with your dad that was taken away, maybe it hurts too bad to go there. What I'm telling you is I need you to stretch a little bit more to really tap root what that is. Because when you tap root into your true potential of why you said yes and why you want more, you become bulletproof. Your posture changes, your confidence changes. I can tell you the conversation changes. The conversation of you feeling like you're selling your friends, they're eliminated. The fear of rejection, it's eliminated. The fear of what your friends think, it's eliminated. Why? Because you're so tap-rooted on your reasons why you're going out every day and spreading this message of building your business. It's not about you anymore. It's not about what your friends think. It's more about the purpose of why you're doing this. And so I challenge all of you guys to stretch a little bit deeper into your why. And I want to flip that. Once you've stretched into identifying your why, I want you to stretch on doing things to achieve your why. Okay? Think about that for a second. Some of you are going, I've got my why, man. I think about my why and I can't even, I put my mascara on because I'm crying and it's running. I get it. I'm an emotional guy as well because I've taprooted my why. But what I want you to do is once you've identified your why, I want you to be willing to stretch enough to make that why come true. And what I mean by that is how can you stretch to make that? Well, look at your daily consistency. Look at what you're doing on a daily basis to get to where you want to be. A lot of people always question, well, what did you do at the beginning of this to have so much success? What did you do at the beginning of this to have fast success? Well, I was taprooted into why I needed change in my life. I was taprooted into what I wanted out of life. And what I want you guys to understand is this. If you want to get somewhere in life, you have to know where you're going. There's just too many people going through life justifying that wherever they end up is just, that was the plan. That was where I was supposed to be. And I want you to get more intentional on what you want out of life. And by stretching and getting uncomfortable, you'll get there a heck of a lot faster. And what happens is when I talked about your conversations will change, let me give you an illustration on that. When I got started, and just like a lot of you do have that feeling of, I don't want to sell my friend, or what do they think? But here's what you have to understand. Network marketing, it's honestly behavior that we've been doing from the time we've been born. Every single one of us, you don't need to be trained to be a network marketer, okay? You need to go do exactly what you've been doing your whole life. What you've been doing your whole life is it feels really good to share something with someone. It feels good to share something with someone and they have a positive benefit from it. It's why every single one of you, it's common for you to go share the best place in town to go eat dessert. It's why you've told someone before to go eat at a certain restaurant. It's why you've told someone to go to see the new movie out because it created an emotion of happiness or whatever it may be that you wanted to share that with a person. And I tell you what, when they go and experience the good food or the good movie, it's an emotion that you feel complete, that you led them to there. And honestly, that's all network marketing is. It's the exact behavior that you've been doing your whole life. Don't complicate the system. Don't complicate what we do in network marketing to build our business. And understand you have a life-changing product. You have a life-changing product that they're all going to be on. I hope you guys understand that. We're not dealing with products that some people might take. We're dealing with technology that's changing the way that people take care of their health. Whether they get it from you or say yes or no, eventually they're all going to be taking this and using the technology that we represent. So think about these things before you pick up the phone and go talk to your friend. Think about these things before you show up to go do a one-on-one. Think about these things before you show up to a room to do a presentation. This is the way that you get your mind in the right space before having a conversation. This is how you set yourself up not for failure, right? Because if you go in thinking, man, I wonder what they're going to say. Man, I really hope they do this with me. Man, I really need them to do this with me. You're almost setting yourself up for failure. So remove all of what the outcome of the conversation and just focus on what? The process. And you hear us say all the time, you've got to get to where you're divorcing the results and you're marrying the process. Why? Because we know that process, if it's done consistently and enough, we know the outcome, right? I've got a great example to share that with you guys, and we don't have enough time on here. I shared at the Pro 5 Summit with a deck of cards, and it was like, wow, when I saw the illustration, it really made a lot of sense. and I can't wait to share it with all of you guys. But getting back on track, I want you guys, again, to focus on the reason why you're here, and I want you to identify your daily method of operation, your DMO, and identify if you can honestly look in the mirror and go, you know what? I am putting everything in. I'm doing everything I need to do to get to where I need to be. And at the end of the day, what you have to realize is you are the only one, not me, not your upline, not your sideline. You are the only one that can create that success. You're the only one that gets to predict how fast your growth happens in your group. What you have to understand is in our business, there's some key elements that will make your business grow fast. And I can tell you, working LifeVantage when it's convenient won't build your business fast, okay? Some things that I've always identified is you know how much you work at your regular job. You know how much you work, you know how much you get paid. So my question is, some of you at work don't have a boss overlooking you. Or some of you have a boss sitting right next to you and you don't have time to check your phone. You don't have time to do anything because your boss is watching everything that you do. So if that was your case, let's put yourself in that situation where you have a boss that's paying you hourly to go to work and they're sitting right there watching your every move. Are you goofing off? Are you cracking jokes? Are you checking your phone? Are you checking your next vacation and shopping around for prices? Or if that guy, you're on their clock, are you working? So my question to you is this: if you want to have success, are you worth what you want out of this? And what I mean by that is there's a lot of you making $200 a month and you're frustrated because you want to make $1,000. And there's some of you making $2,000, you're frustrated because you want to make $5,000. There's some of you making $10,000 and you're frustrated because you want to make $20,000. And all that I'm asking you is to identify your DMO and identify if you're stretching to tap into your why. And if you're stretching to build your business, are you worth the 10 grand a month that you want? Are you worth the $1,000 a month that you want? And I feel like when you become honest with yourself and the behavior that you're putting in, your business starts to really grow. Because I feel like at the end of the day, we have to be honest with ourselves. And I can tell you through the different timelines of my business when I was frustrated, and I was blaming this guy and that girl and that one and this person and corporate and this and that, and I was blaming every single person around me. What I really identified, it wasn't anybody around me, it was all me. And so I really just want you guys to dig a little bit deeper and identify if you're putting all the effort in that you feel you need to get to where you want to be. And I think you'll be surprised with how much more you can do. If you could just stretch a little bit, if you could just do a little bit more today than you did yesterday, how much more you'll grow. I'll tell you this, with all the personal development that I spend a lot of money on an annual basis growing, changing the way that I think, my mindset, trying to get in the frame of mind to where these multi-millionaires think, not because I need multi-millions of dollars, but when you look at successful people in this industry, there's thousands of people that they have changed their life in order to get there, right? So it's not a financial, oh my gosh, I've got to get there. But when you get there, the lives that are changed, that's the true reward in this. And I'll tell you, there's just like this much. You see that? Just like that much. Maybe one habit, maybe just one habit that you're missing. There may be just one habit that separates you from being a Pro 5 to Pro 7. Think about that. Just one habit, just one daily habit that may be uncomfortable, that if you stretch yourself to do a little bit more, you'll create that habit. And the reason why habits are so important, positive habits in life, is because we are a creature of habit. In life, we get set in our ways. We wake up, we have a routine. We wake up, maybe some people go straight to the bathroom and then straight to the coffee maker. Maybe some people go straight to the coffee maker, turn on, then go to the bathroom. Whatever you do, I can tell you, you have habits and behaviors that are pretty consistent every single day. And what I'm telling you, if you stretch a little more, you can create a habit that will get you to the next level. It's really that simple. When you listen to a person that has created millions of dollars and a person that wants the millions of dollars, there's the very small separation in what they're doing and what the person that has it versus the person that wants it. So I want you to think about, again, it all goes back down to your DMO, right? What is your daily method of operations? What is your routine? What are the habits that you are doing? So you can create bad habits and create good habits. But I can tell you, if you're building this business with intention, you will create good behaviors and habits to grow your business. So, again, one thing I'll talk about from to consistency that you're always going to hear, Cheryl, I definitely see you as a Pro 6 in Kansas City. Let's make it happen. Again, put some goals out there that scare you. Put some goals out there that make you push a little bit harder. But one of the systems I'll talk about from our 2-a-days, from our Launch 60, guys, Launch 60 is so powerful. It keeps you on track. It shows you and breaks you down a granular form of how to build your business to a fashion of where anybody can do it, right? I know that 60 people a month would completely freak out most people. If we sat down and said, hey, we're going to go talk to 60 people this month, like, holy crap. It's scary because you know why? You haven't talked to 60 people last month because we hide behind technology. But at the end of the day, 2 a day is pretty easy, right? So if you do 2 a day, 30 days, that's 60 people. So again, it's creating a proper habit. So rather than focusing on the outcome of 60 and getting overwhelmed, like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of people. I haven't talked to 60 people in the last year because of technology. Focus on 2 people a day. And when you create that behavior of getting in the routine, of inviting people. And I want you to be honest with you. How many people have you invited yesterday? How many people did you invite on Saturday? How many people did you invite on Friday and Thursday? And if you keep track of this because you're being intentional and you're stretching a little bit to really focus on building your business, I think you'll be surprised on how many people you're actually exposing this business to. And when you're talking to me right now, if I asked you, is 2 a day a lot? I know every single one of you go, no, I can do that. So if you right now, I can't see you, but you can see me. If you can go, you know what? I can do 2 a day. Say, I can do 2 a day. I can do 2 a day because I want more. I can do 2 a day because I want to raise my kids. I want 2 a day because I don't want to give majority of my time going through life to a job, and I want to enjoy life and create a life that I want. I'm willing to give 2 a day for my daughter. I'm willing to give 2 a day for my husband. I'm willing to give 2 a day for my son. Say it. And when you say it and you realize I'm willing to give 2 a day, make that a habit. Make that a routine. And when you make that a routine and a habit, you're going to realize that 2 a day is nothing. And you're going to realize once you start doing it, you're going to go, oh my gosh, I can't believe I haven't always been exposing 2 a day. So guys, I want you to really, really focus on making 2 a day habits. I want you to focus on making 2 a day your routine. And guys, it's a minimum. It's a minimum. But you know what? Don't get overwhelmed. Let's just focus on 2 a day. And I'm telling you, consistency will always lead to success. And whatever you're trying to achieve, a good marriage, losing weight in the gym, any success that you've ever done in life, consistency is part of that recipe. So make your consistent 2 a day part of this recipe, guys. Again, we're not just here to make more money. We're not just here to see how many people can sign up. We're here because you have a gift that's going to change people's lives forever. There's no way that you would have told me 9.5 years ago because I said yes to an opportunity, because I was willing to get over my fear, because I was willing to face my fear, because all I did was exactly what I told you guys today. I was consistent. I was digging deep. I got uncomfortable. I wasn't focusing on the outcome. I was focusing on what led me to the outcome. There's no way that I would ever have thought that I would have changed people's lives forever. Guys, we've got 48,000 customers on this product. 48,000 people taking a product every day that's life-changing. 48,000 people that aren't distributors. 48,000 people that are consumers of a product that's changing their life. How do we get to 48,000? These behaviors, these habits. It became routine. So when you're looking at your DMO and you're trying to come out with all of these great things for you to grow your business, I want you really just to scratch out what you're trying to overwhelm yourself with, and I just want you to put a big old 2. I want you to put a big old 2. I want you to put a big old heart around that 2, and know that if you stay with 2 consistent exposures a day, it will lead you to your why. And that's it. I'm telling you, it's really, honestly, that simple. It's that simple. Don't overthink it. Put a big 2, put a big heart around it, and know if you expose this 2 a day, and you stay consistent with those exposures, it will lead you to why you said yes to this opportunity. And it doesn't matter your outcome. I don't care if you want to go help 1,000 people. I don't care if you want to go make 10 grand a month. I don't care if you want to make 100 grand a month. Draw your 2 and put your heart around it. Because if you're the person that wants to make 2 grand a month, you can get there by yourself doing 2 a day as long as you stay consistent. Notice something I didn't say. Notice I didn't say do 2 a day for 30 days. Notice I didn't say do 2 a day for 1 year. Notice I didn't say do 2 a day for 5 years. No, 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 no. This is a behavior. This is a habit. This is a routine. 2 a day, it'll lead you to wherever you want to go. 2 a day will lead you to 100 grand a month because it will duplicate. Because people will do what you do. And this is a habit, and this is a routine. People watch what you do. They don't do what you say. They watch what you do. And if you're a leader creating the pace, setting the pace, and this is what you do, and it's something you always do, it's kind of like brushing your teeth. I don't have to tell my kids to brush their teeth in the morning. I don't have to tell them to brush their teeth at night. It is a routine. And if you have a wife that was in the dental field, trust me, it's a routine. It's embedded a little bit further. But it's became a habit and a routine for our family that you brush your teeth when you wake up and you brush your teeth when you go to bed. It's not a conversation reminder. I need you to embed this. 2 a days. Draw harder on it. 2 a days will lead you to wherever you want to be. It doesn't matter how big or how small. It will lead you to where you want to be because you can get to wherever you want by doing it. And if you want to go bigger, it will duplicate and people will follow you guys. So I want you to focus on that. I want you to focus. I want you to be doing and building your business. Have a little bit of accountability in what you build. If we're talking about 2 and the message of today is 2 a day and we're focusing on that, then commit to it. If you're going to draw your 2 and put a heart around it and you're saying, you know what, I can do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to stay consistent. Keep yourself accountable. What you have to understand is the only person that puts boundaries around you in life are you. You've got to give yourself and understand that what you're in control of. And what you're in control of is your future. Every single one of you, you literally have a blank canvas. And you've got every paint color you can imagine and every type of paintbrush you want. And you are in control of creating whatever life that you want to live. So whatever you feel and you tell yourself that you're going to do when we jump off of this, if you jump off of this and you just go back to your daily routine, there's no need jumping off on this. And I'm really being honest. I don't want any of you to waste your time. I don't want you to waste 30 minutes of your day to hear what these leaders are trying to pour into you. Why do you think we're pouring into you? Why do you think we take time out of our day to pour into you, to give you nuggets, to help you, show you where what we've done to get to where we're at? Why? Do you think it's for us? No. It's because every single one of you made the commitment to do more. Every single one of you has said, I'm going to do this because there's a desire of more. And all I want you to do is take ownership of it and make yourself accountable. I want you to look in the mirror and flex a little bit. I want you to look in the mirror and you know what? I am in control. I am in control of creating whatever life that I want. I am in control of creating however big I want to live. Right? And again, none of these goals are materialistic. You can go pay off your Pontiac. If you love your Pontiac, go pay the sucker off. Right? But if you want a freaking Lamborghini, go get your freaking Lamborghini. If that's what you want in life, and you are in control, and you have every right to predict if that's going to happen for you guys, okay? So again, I really wanted this call to be simple, because I wanted you to realize, honestly, how simple what we do every day it really is. What are we doing? We're sharing information with people that's going to change your life. You will not even bat an eye and tell people to go eat Charlie's Steakhouse. I know I do. If I hear of anybody going to Tampa, Florida, you know I will tell them to go to Charlie's Steakhouse and sit at the bar. Why? Because they make the best drinks at any restaurant, and they have the best steak I've ever eaten in my life. And if you go to Orlando, I will tell you go to Eddie V's. I absolutely love Eddie V's in Orlando, and I want you to experience I want you to experience what it makes me. I like food. I like to be served. I like to reward myself with fine dining. I want you to feel that emotion that it gives me. And that's why I share it with you. And that's the only reason I share it with you, because obviously those restaurants aren't paying me to say it. But I want you to understand That is all we're doing, is we're sharing information that's going to change someone's life. All I need you to do is be accountable and be more consistent, and you're going to see your business explode. So guys, take advantage of, we're out of time, take advantage of the Pacesetter program, right? Granularly, this is what you focus on granular, 2 a day. If you focus on 2 a day, your team will focus on 2 a day. If you focus on 2 a day, your team will focus on 2 a day. You're going to be throughout Launch 60. You're going to be exposing 60 people a month. I promise you, we know the numbers. If you're doing 2 a day and your team's doing 2 a day, you're going to make so many Pro 3s. And that's what you need to be focused on, is 2 a day and Pro 3. Let's simplify it. There's nothing more that you need to be focused on. Go focus on consistency of 2 a day. Keep yourself accountable. Know that you're in full control, and go make this thing happen, guys. We love you guys at Team True Blue. We've got your back. We're just getting started, baby. Trust me when I tell you, it's insane when you can really identify where we're going as a company. I know we've been open for 10 years. Don't for a second get your guard down and think that you've missed it. Don't for a second think that we're on cruise control, because I'm telling you right now, we're on a rocket ship that's going to take off, and you're the only person that can identify if you're on that ship or not, okay? Hopefully you're building your business with fear of loss. Hopefully that scares the crap out of you, so you understand it's time to go build this business and take advantage of something you said yes to. So you guys have a great day. Go crush it. And that's it. Y'all have a good one. Peace out.